So we're back in the garage yet again with another KTM issue. This time, the instrument cluster, clocks or dash, whatever you want to call it. So, as you probably know, if you watched a couple of other videos, I've still got my Gen 1 1290 Superduke car. And I've just come back from a trip from Germany where this failed halfway through. It seems to be water's got inside again. I bought the bike in 2014, had a screen changed in 2016 because the dealer jet washed the bike and water got in the clocks. So KTM did it under warranty, and this time water has obviously got in there at some point over a certain period of time and then failed when I was on my trip. So from Germany all the way back to North Wales, I had nothing on the dash, nothing working, no revs, nothing, no fuel indication, absolutely nothing, and the bike stopped working at 34,000 miles, which it never logged any miles coming home from Germany, so I was missing about I was missing about 1,000 miles. Anyway, I've just had it replaced in the dealer, a little bit stressful that was. KTM had to remotely log in from Austria to the dealer to edit the miles where it should be. I calculated the miles on my separate Garmin sat-nav to what the odometer should be. Anyway, we're going to attempt then. This is the old one I've got back. As you can see, I don't know whether that'll pick up. This screen has absolutely died, full of water, and the bottom of this was swimming in water. And I'm going to open it up and see what I can find for anyone who's interested. This outer case just unclips and pulls off, there's nothing to it. And then the only bit of seal you've got, because it's just a plastic case. I did check when I was away all the connectors, and the connector and the pins were bone dry, but inside was screwed. I've been told that I'm the only one this has happened to again, but I don't believe that. So all we've got on this seems to be a bead of factory glue or something that goes around the edges. And I'm going to attempt, I don't care how bad I do it because this is going in the bin anyway, I'm going to attempt to try and get into this either with heat gun, Dremel or whatever, and then take this off and see what we find, see what damage it's been done, just see if we can see anything. So yeah, another great design by KTM. Stay tuned to see more. So what was interesting was just around here underneath, so we're looking at it from just underneath on one of the mount points here. So we'll just get something just to hold it up for a minute. You've got the lower mount screw point here. Now just here, I can get that to zoom in, just here there's a line, faint line, don't know whether you can see that. There's actually a line across here just to there. Ignore these bits here. Actually, I don't know whether that's anything as well, but anyway, here when I was pressing the case together, water was coming out of here. So these are actually hairline cracks in the plastic at the lower mount point, which is allowing water in. And then if I turn the case over, the top mount, ignore this scratch, that's me trying to get into it. Ignore this melted plastic here, I'm still trying to get into it, but I did notice as well this little line here by the top mounting point. This was another crack before I've had a look at it, so it's letting in water here as well. So it does seem to be that refocus that. It does seem to be that the two mount points, plastic areas, either have gone brittle or failed or whatever. I don't know why. I can't find any hairline cracks over this one. Okay, so all I'm doing around the edges is heating it up quite hot with the heat gun and just forcing out the sealed corners just to get this plastic screen off. So I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around. Right, so after a lot of heat gun around the edges, we've actually now took it off. Yes, obviously it's ruined, but there's the screen coming off. The heat's made that original crack that was always there expand a bit more, showing you that now. So the plastic had given up at some point. So there was another little plastic bit that we just took out. Just peeled that back. So now pulling this off. So digging deeper, we just peeled all this back. You can see some screws. Just took the screen out from here. I just unplugged and lifted out. A couple of surrounds, some frame surrounds, just took all that out. So I'm going to undo these tiny little Torx heads and see if we can lift the whole thing out. Okay, so all I've done there now is just take off the needle, pulled out this underneath little T10 screws, pulled all this out, and straight away you can see water damage on the back of the plastic, which then has come from water damage on the circuitry, LEDs, the pins. There's the connection coming into the bike, which was bone dry in there, but water getting inside has caused a problem there. So I'm going to try and take this out now. This screen had completely failed as well. So now we've got rust inside there. So this has probably been happening for quite a while, for a few years then. So this metal surround, which I've absolutely knackered at the moment, it is rusty. Anyway, so yeah, looks like though over time, since I had this last replaced in 2016, between then and now, there's been plastic failures around this bit. Same over near the other mountain, up here on the other mounting point. So it just looks like it's plastic's failed somehow, cracked, gone brittle, and the mounting points, it could be the fact that there's too much vibration through it. None of this should happen. It's a crap design as usual from KTM, to be honest, but I've had to buy a new one. It's all done on the bike. You have to have the mileage coded in, either from factory or from the dealership. So yeah, that's been, you know, nearly 800 quid's worth of stuff. But yeah, this looks like it's been happening for quite a while, where water's sat in and it's just not escaping. Well, water shouldn't get in at all. There is a tiny pinhole on the back of this, so it does look like a little breather, and then you've got what seems to be, or what should be, a breathable waterproof membrane sticker little here, but water's still got in where it's failed. So it's only going to happen again. They haven't revised the part. Part number's still the same. I'm not doing anything, not using any special chemicals, cleaning the bike or anything. I just ride it, clean it, maintain it, ride it in all weathers as you're supposed to. But this seems like a problem with these screens. I don't know how many people have had this, but yeah, the circuit board damage all over here. So anyway, this is good for the bin. Yeah, so there we go. It'd be interesting to see how many other bikes have been affected by this, because every time I speak to anyone or the dealerships, it's like, oh, it's never happened, you know, you're the only one, but yeah, this is now the bike's, well, the new one on the bike now is its third one from the factory. I still want to keep the bike, love it, but I'll probably be looking at another screen sometime in the future though. Anyway, just thought you'd want to see inside and what had actually happened to the circuit board, but there is corrosion even if I managed to clean all this up, I'd still have to take it back to the dealer to be then recoded back onto the bike, and with any mileage differences. Anyway, just thought you'd want to see it, and there we go. Peace out.